You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. How do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, my God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now, all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your step. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
Hey, good day everybody. I don't know why I'm speaking Australian. You know, Joey's in Australia. My name is Mick McQuillan, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys again. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, this is Joye Mick, episode 47, Personal Development. Now, normally it's with a lifestyle plan, but this week and last week and for the next couple of weeks, it's with a business plan. Now, we're still going to talk about the lifestyle stuff because that's important. But look, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Click the notification button so that you can be updated as to when Joey and I are here, and it's usually around the same time every week. And of course, you know, our focus is freedom, health, and lifestyle, and we can get into that, you know, a little bit later on. But again, what we're doing is we're looking to try and transform, you know, our lives, and you know, you have the opportunity to try and transform your life. And we're going through a video. We're about halfway through it. This week's going to be really interesting. This video is called Own Your Life. It's one that Joey recommended, and we're going to get into a business plan. We're going to be able to see how you can actually make some money. You know, it's going to be really, really interesting. But of course, we're all about looking, feeling, moving, doing better. And better is a beautiful word, right? So, you know, everybody wants to be skinny and rich, right, Joe? But we're focused on the rich part right now at the minute. That's what we're focusing on, you know, so creating some wealth. But again, don't forget, if you want to look and feel the best you felt in a decade, reach out, download the goal sheet in the description. send it into Joey, send it into me. Emails are in the description. And of course, we can get started with that. Joey, welcome. Hello. How's Malaysia?
Oh, nice and hot.
I saw a picture of you climbing a tree. I'm not surprised you are.
I'm so excited to see the coconuts. Coconut, you look left and right, there's coconut everywhere. So I said to my mate,
Brilliant.
take a picture
Amazing.
of me. I'm going to climb and get some coconut for us.
Well, look, be careful, right? Don't hurt yourself. You know, you're not 15 anymore, right?
I know. Tell me about it. I told my friend, this climbing coconut tree was part of the habit of growing up in the island, and make your calf and your muscles strong, because it's a hard work to climb up in a coconut tree, but very rewarding when you have the juice and the water. It's so refreshing and so very good for the body too. So we got some coconut today. I got some coconut in the fridge now. So I'll have plenty for you, Mike.
Nice. I love it. So when did you get to Malaysia? You went on Wednesday, right? Last week?
No, I came Saturday, yesterday.
All right. Okay. How long are you there for?
I'm going to be here for a week. We're going back to Sydney next Sunday.
Nice.
So we'll still got our program. I'll arrive there very early in the morning, maybe around 6 o'clock in the morning Sunday time. So
and you've got some home events coming up, right?
Yeah, we do have some home event. That's our first home event with our team.
When's
in
that
Australia.
Gonna be?
It's going to be on the 14th of June.
Wow. Okay. All right. So look, if you're watching live or if you're watching on a replay and you're in Australia, whereabouts in Australia? Is it Perth or Sydney? Where is it?
I'm in Sydney, but we're going to hold our first home event in Queensland, which is another state.
Okay, Queensland. Right, lovely. Yep. Put that in. So if you're in Queensland, put that in your diary. What is it? 14th of June.
Yep.
Reach out to Joey. And when is it?
Friday, 14th of June. Time 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Just
Perfect.
1 hour mingling and testing and sampling one of our finest product that we have in the marketplace. So
amazing.
Mike, I'm so excited because this opportunity and this business, you can take it everywhere. It's like your mobile phone. You can take it everywhere. You connect it everywhere. You can talk to people, share the opportunity, share the product, and changing lives. And while I'm here, I was on the plane at a very high altitude. I talk to people. I stand on the hallway waiting to go to the bathroom. People come and talk to me, and they ask me, what I'm doing, and I'm so blessed to have something to talk about it, especially with the health and well-being, and also the business and opportunity and the lifestyle opportunity. It allowed me to have something to start a conversation with, because if you don't have something in life, people ask you question. It's sad when you don't have something to share with them. But when you have something especially with your health, well-being, lifestyle, and opportunity, man, you got something to say. And
No, Joey, I think you're absolutely right. And when I think of network marketing, and of course we're going to get into the video, right? But when I think about network marketing, I think about community, right? I think about opportunity. I think about self-development, and I think about income. These are the kind of some of the pillars. Like the community, the self-development is so important, because you've got that accountability. You've got like whether you're having a good day or whether you're having a bad day, there's a community where you can share, what's going on and get guidance, and that's just amazing. And of course, the personal development or the self-development, that is something that you have to commit to. It's just, you have to make a decision to do it, whether it's to watch a video that's going to inspire you, or read a biography, or read a book or something, not something that's not just fantasy or fiction, but something which is actually going to maybe help change your mind in a particular way, to see a bigger picture, to think more deeply about what maybe is going on. But look, Joey's Facebook, link is up there, facebook.com/Joey.Unga. Don't forget, reach out to Joey. put down in your calendar, 14th of June, 6 p.m. Queensland, right? And if you're around there, reach out, get in touch, because it is about community. Maybe I'm not saying you need some new friends, but we all want new friends, right? We all want to meet new people, So look, check it out. Go and find out what Joey's doing. I think you won't be disappointed. I think it'll be fun.
Mike, sorry to disrupt you. Would you able to correct the Facebook page? Is Joye Maka Unga.
Right. Let's do this. We'll do it now. Hold on. So Joey, spell it.
Joye space Maka space Unga.
You sure there's a space?
Yeah, it's not a one word. It's my full name.
Yeah. I don't, but that won't link as that won't work as a link. Hold on a second.
You got something in front of it. I think that's why.
Let me find Joey. Yeah, no, this is when I pull up your Facebook. Yeah, that is definitely. Look, hold on a second. I'm gonna just share my screen. Right, hold on. Where do I? Hold on. Share screen. Share. Right, so this, you can see that, Joey, right? This is your Facebook page. This is your, can you see that? No?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, so this is your Facebook page here. And the link, so the link in the banner at the top of the page, I'm just going to put that in. So this is the link at the top of the page. So, hold on a second. Where is it? Where have you gone? Save, show. So this here, obviously you can see it says Joye Maka Unga on the page there, but this is the link. So if you go to www.facebook.com/Joye Unga, it'll bring you to this page. This is where you'll come to, and this is where you can find out all about Joey and see all the great things that he's doing, And look, here he is climbing there he is climbing a bloody coconut tree. Look, can you believe that? Man, that's a lot of coconuts.
A lot of coconuts, eh?
Look at this. Some of our friends here. Look, Simon King, and of course Heather. Heather's great. We'll have to get her on. Yeah, looking good, Joe. Yeah, so look, go and check Joey out. Here's his Facebook page. Go and check him out. Find out more about what he's doing, because he's making a real difference for a lot of people. So, amazing, Joey.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, listen, what we're going to get to, we're going to get to this video, right? So last week it was kind of setting the scene in a sense. It was talking about teaching people to teach and talk about a duplicatable system. And this is how that you build, wealth, not just for yourself, but for in depth, for people that you're working with. Because it's not just about, you making all the money. It's about helping other people to help them to be able to help themselves. And by doing that, you're able to create generational wealth in a sense. Very interesting concept. There's no doubt about it. Works very, very well. In fact, to be honest, I was on a little course this weekend. I've got another session to do tonight. Started on Friday, 4 o'clock, went to 1 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock yesterday, went to 1 o'clock in the morning. Some of the technology that's out there now, to be able to, strategically build a business, and some of the information that I'm learning about on social media, with different reels and copy and all kinds of different things, all very, very interesting stuff. So I'm excited to start putting some of that stuff into practice, to be honest. We've been talking about it a little bit. I don't know if you can hear all the birds where I am. They're going crazy.
I do. I thought it's fine, but definitely it's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's lovely and sunny here. In about 45 minutes time, I'm going to be making my way to the beach. There are no coconut trees down where I am, right? So don't be expecting to see anything like that. But you never know. All right. So Joe, just preface this. I'm just going to share my screen, but just preface this video. This is I can't remember. What's the guy's name? What's the... Can't remember. Let me see. Oh, Failla.
Yeah.
Yeah, just preface that, or just talk a little bit about it while I set this up.
Yeah, Don Failla is a legend of the professional. I think he's retired now. Sadly, his wife passed away. Um, I was recommended to his book by someone already successful in our professional too, and and the reward of doing this business in the right way, helping a lot of people get what they want. And because I got attracted to this guy in the community, we keep in touch, and he's reaching down to give me a hand, with my team and also the people and he recommended me the book. He recommended to his team. I take note. I went and that's one thing, Mike, with me. This is my understanding. When you follow a good leader, you will attract to his community, to the book they read, the resources they study, and it's a good thing because because when you try to do something by yourself, it's take a long time. If you wanna cut down the time, you have to find someone already success like Linda Proctor, and other leaders in our team, and model them, follow what they do, and um, even copy, what they do on social media, or the way they duplicate the system, using the tools, the videos, the social media. It will help you to reduce the amount of time that you do. You still have to do the work. It's this business is a simple business, but it's not easy. And
It's true,
we
Joe.
have
There's a
we have
sacrifice. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we
There's a
have to
sacrifice.
remind
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we have to remind that to the people, because this is not a easy get rich quick um, business. You if you wanna get wealthy one day, you have to start. You have to turn up. You have to work on yourself every single day, because for things to get better, you have to get better. For things to get, you know, to be success, you have to become success. You have to personally learn by yourself every single day. So Don Failure, respect and admire him, because that's his goal, and his mission is to anyone that he come in contact, is to educate that person, to understand that they can own their life, you know because like you said, if you minus the time that you go to work, travel, you know come back from work, involved with other activity, you take that time away, and the time you sleep, you minus that time from 24 hour a day that you have to do something that you really want in life. You only have one or two, and most people, they don't have any time at all. They just get on with life and busy with work and with other activity, but they don't have any. But when you understand that if you build something, and that it will enable you to achieve, you know your health, your wealth, and your financial, it will give you more time, more opportunity to choose whatever you want to do in life. So it's give you the extra opportunity, whether it's your health, whether it's your financial, or whether it's your lifestyle. So because at what we normally program to do is to go to work, come back, sleep, wake up, go to work, come back, sleep, do the same thing every single day. So it's very important to educate people to understand there's a better way. And we have to remind, what we do, the business that we build in, network marketing is not perfect. It's like with other business that we try to build, it's not perfect, but we believe it's better. When people understand the concept, it's simple, but it's not easy. But it can durable. And anyone with, drop out from high school or university, work in construction, yeah, teacher, single mom, any person can have better financial situation in life if they have the willing, the desire, and the spirit, like coachable to go out and just build something for them and their family and the loved ones. So I think I hope I introduced Don Failla and respect for him and his wife Nancy, because they become the leader and become mentor and leadership in our professional. And with their books, with their video, I love watching them. Maybe some people that think they're old school, but I love they build a foundation, because things change. We know social media technique and everything can change and evolve, but the fundamental of doing this kind of business, you open your mouth, you talk to people, find out what they struggle with, find out what is their pain point, what they really need in life. And I tell you an example. When I was on the plane yesterday, I was sitting next to a 82 years old man, not very old. For me, he's still, mind perfect, and still talk to me. He was interesting to find out a little bit more about myself, where I come from. And when he found out that I'm involved with the army, he was an ex-military. And from there, the conversation started. And then he mentioned something to me that he's got gout. He's 82 years old, still the brain still work perfectly, still able to travel by himself, but he got some health issue with his gout, with the neck, also some of the joint, because he used to play tennis. And from there, because I listened to his sharing with me, and I recommend him one of our product, which is the moringa, and the collagen. And he was quite interesting, and he wanted me to send him more information about it, because he said, I never try alternate supplement, but I know there's something out there can help me, or able to support my struggle with this kind of medical condition. So, we exchanged a number. This is on a very high altitude and in the middle of the flight. I just grabbed the contact. So when I get to the hotel, I send him the information. Because I believe if you're able to help someone out there, you know, uh, that's that's your calling. That's your calling. You're able to help someone with their pain, with their medical condition that they struggle with. Because you never know. You never know. You have something, but they are looking for it. And I think that's the idea of what we have. We have something, whether it's for the health and well-being, or the financial, or the opportunity side. When someone is willing and open to take a look, we're able to share with them openly and sincerely, because that's part of what we do. First, we do this to earn income, and because of this business is a real business, we would like to make it profitable, and we want to have fun. Have fun talking to people. Share the opportunity with them, share the product with them. And the last one, because we want to help people. We have a sincerely heart, a desirable to help people. And yeah, that's it, Mark.
Brilliant, Joey. Listen, you're making a difference. I keep saying it every week, like you're making a real difference. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, listen, so we're going to get into this video with Don Failla. And of course,
Failla, yeah.
yeah, and to be honest, I've got this little poster on my wall here, which really just kind of sums up what you were talking about. That you never, and this is a quote by Buckminster Fuller. Bob used to use that a lot, Bob Proctor. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. And, what Joey was talking about, was, obviously just going through life, doing that home to work routine. And if that model, isn't working for you, you need to build a new model, and you can't just, you can't change it by fighting the existing reality, by expecting to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. It's never going to happen. You need to change something. You need to build a new model that makes that old model obsolete. And that's what network marketing is. And just like Joey said, You know, he's not saying that it's perfect. He just feels for this better. So right, let's get into this video and let's see what it's all about. I'm excited to see what's happening there, Joe. It makes me think of coconuts, climbing coconut trees. I'm telling you, yeah.
Once you have taken someone through the system, they've read the book, they know how to drive. Okay, now napkin presentation number 3 is getting them started. Okay, the first thing you need to do to get them started is, of course, you got to get in the vehicle, turn on the key, and that's actually getting signed up in your business. The second thing you need to do is start using the products yourself. That's like putting gas or fuel in the vehicle. And then the third thing, the most important, is that you need to get the car in gear. And the car is not going to go anyplace until you do put it in gear. And the first gear is sponsoring that first person. And then, of course, you're going to help them sponsor someone. That'll put you in second gear, then teach them to teach that person to sponsor someone. You're in third gear, et cetera, and so forth, until you clear it up into 5th gear, and you're really flying down the freeway. As you're going down the freeway, you pick up a friend, you take them along for the ride, and they buy some products. Those become your retail customers. So the business is very simple. Just so you don't get it complicated, just think about getting in your vehicle, getting it started, putting in the fuel, and then putting it in gear. What you need to do here is to picture your business like a big building. Picture in your mind the biggest building you've ever seen in your life, and then imagine how that building got built. Okay, first of all, they had to dig the foundation. Well, that's what we have to do in network marketing. We have to dig the foundation. And notice that you don't see the building until after they dig the foundation. Just like in network marketing, you don't really see a lot of income until you dig the foundation. Now, you know, if you're going to go out and just start selling people, then you're going to make some money right now, but you're really not doing anything to contribute to the foundation. But have you ever noticed that once the foundation is dug and the building gets out of the ground, how fast it goes up? Well, that's the same thing that happens in network marketing, that once you get that foundation going and you get out of the ground, then your income can absolutely skyrocket. And again, a problem salespeople have is that they don't dig a foundation. They just go so wide that when the building starts to go up, it just keeps collapsing on them. So you've got to dig a nice solid foundation by getting your people 3 levels deep. And you just have a little patience because they didn't dig the foundation for that building overnight. We watched them in Las Vegas spend a year digging the foundation for the Palazzo before they started putting up the building, and then they put up an awesome building. Just like you can build an awesome network marketing business, but you've got to dig that foundation first. This presentation shows you who you should be working with. Basically, you look at your organization as having 3 kinds of ships. You have gold ships, silver ships, and empty ships. Now, when those ships reach the shore, you're going to cash in on what's on those ships. So which ship are you going to spend most of your time with? Well, see, it's obvious when you look at it that way. You're going to spend most of your time with the gold ships. Now, understand, you know, back in the previous napkin presentation, we talked about getting 5, 25, 125. We're really talking about gold ships here, because if you have some people who are not gold but empty, for example, then you don't count them as your 5. You want to have 5 gold ships. Spend most of your time with the gold ships, then spend time with the silver ships because you can upgrade them to gold, but don't waste your time with the empty ships. you will go down with the ship. Basically, all that is when you're talking to someone, you simply don't ask them head on. You say, hey, do you know of someone that might be interested? So you're not asking them, you're asking them if they know of someone. And that's why we call it the third party invitation. Cuts down on the rejection. Now, what I'd like you to do is picture yourself standing on the end of a dock, and you are launching ships, okay? Now, because most people, they don't have anything in their subconscious or in their mind about launching ships, then you don't have anything that's negative in your mind. So, for example, you want to launch as many ships as you can. So, if you get a no, that means you launch this ship and it sunk. Well, see how can that hurt you? Because you're still standing on the dock. So you just keep launching them, and the more ships you launch, the better chance you're going to end up with some gold ships. Well, when you come into the business and first get started, you should really spend 100% of your time with that new person you just sponsored. Teach him how to talk to the people they already know so they can introduce them to you when it's appropriate. And as time goes on, and as you have more people in your organization, you will be spending less time sponsoring people yourself and more time helping the people you already have. Because if you just keep going out signing up people yourself and don't spend the time working and supporting the people you already have, you'll be playing the big game we call adding and subtracting. We want to play the duplication game, which we call multiplication. Now, what is a sizzle session? A sizzle session is merely getting together with one or more people, usually in a restaurant or a coffee shop, to share ideas about your business. Now, when you go camping and you build a campfire, you have one log on the fire. One log, nothing's going to really happen. But when you get two logs, then you get a flame. You get the third log, you get a fire, and then a fourth log, you have a blaze. Well, that's the same at your sizzle session. As people arrive, more people show up, there's more energy around the table. And I encourage everybody to have their people always wear their Own Your Life pin, because as you come into the restaurant, you have what we call eavesdroppers. They're going to, listen in to your conversations. They're going to see and ask you what your Own Your Life pin is, which is a perfect segue to get to talk to someone about your business. With this presentation, we want to show people that by building your organization deep, how you're putting an energy up underneath the person. Now, we know that water boils at 212 degrees, and we want our people to have what we call an effective attitude. So they've got to get their attitude up, and the best way to do that is when you say, for example, sponsored 5 people, let's say that each one of them represents 5 degrees, and that's putting fire up under your person. But when they sponsor 5 people, now you have 25 people, and that's even putting more energy up at the person. So as you go deep, you get to the point where it's almost like putting a blowtorch up underneath the person. They get so excited, they could literally go out and talk to anyone. What you need to do here is draw out a pentagon, as you can see on the board here, and you sponsor 5 people. And then, of course, 2 months later, the 5 people you've already sponsored, they have sponsored 5, but you sponsored 5 more. And then the next 2 months, you sponsored 5 more again. And the people you had sponsored the first month, they sponsored 5 more. And then their people also sponsored 5 more. You just work that around the Pentagon and you see how that's growing out. Then you just draw a line through everything but the original 5 and see by the time you're 5 levels deep, you're 5, 25, 125, 625, 3,125, just add that all up and see how large an organization that you have. It is huge.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like to own your life? When you subtract out the sleeping time, commuting time, working time, and things you have to do each and every day of your life, most people don't have more than 1 to 2 hours a day to do what they would like to do. And then would they have the money to do it? We have discovered a way a person can learn how to own their life by building a home-based business. And we have a system for doing it that is so simple, anyone can do it.
So, Joe, that's, those little sequences, those little napkin kind of sessions that he was talking about, from, creating a foundation and, just being able to ask somebody, that third party invite, launching new people, teaching them, training them to be able to train and teach someone else, building 3 deep, the sizzle sessions, and as he called, which is what you're going to be doing, on the 14th in Queensland. Very exciting. And of course, you've got your T-shirt on with your name and how the problem that you solve and everything else like that. Yeah. So tell me about it. Tell me about it, Joe, because this, when I'm listening to this video, what I'm hearing is that yes, you've got to have that foundation, but that foundation is about training people and teaching people and working with people to get them trained up so that they can duplicate what they've learned and teach that to somebody else. Yeah, you got to unmute yourself. Rookie mistake.
Rookie.
I could have just let you go on. I could have let you go on for 10 minutes.
I know. Tell me about it. Going back to the napkin presentation, Don Failla used to do this instead of putting in the video. He used to sit down with every new person that he sponsor and teach them the system, teach them the foundation. And he used to do that on a napkin on a restaurant, coffee, Starbucks. And he used to get the napkin and just, draw down the pathway or the blueprint, how to talk to people, who do you need to work with, and what do you do. Simple way of try to simplify the system so that the same person will go out and do. And because I see this, that's one of the challenge in our business. The people that you sponsor, they are not willing or have the hungry enough to become a leader. They just rely on the upline or on myself, and I experienced that in my team. But that's why I don't really go out and just add more people, because whatever people I have now, I trust them, I believe in them, and I encourage them. You all a leader, you come here, even though I sponsor you all a leader, because what I'm trying to teach you, I want you to do the same thing. And that's the thing. It really excites me. It's a biblical way. You do the same thing that you want other people to treat you with. So when I first introduced, back in my story, when I first introduced to network marketing, after 2 months, my upline left, and then she moved on, and the group that was upline, on above me, I move on, but I look back. This is one of the, that's one of the best thing that happened to me, because it really tests the character, really tests my desire, what I want to do, and do I really want to help people, or I just look at my own benefit in life. But because I always remember where I come from. I always remember, I grow up that we live out of the land. I didn't have anything. But when I found network marketing and realized the big picture, that if you build a big organization and helping those people to do the same thing, not only they will get rewarding, but at the same time, you got a rewarding back for your effort and your time and your gift and your talent that you share with other people. So, napkin presentation is very powerful. Now, because he did that multiple times, and he just gave up, because it's too much. It's too much to teach people, going, because they go through is almost like 2 hour, 3 hour try to teach someone to do the right thing. So, but technology evolved, video coming, you can record them, recording them on a video, and now Nancy is no longer with us now. God bless her, but look, we still listen to her, encouragement, her little section that to own your life, you have to have three things, time, health, and money. That's the three things that you need to own your life. And most of us, we might have three of them, but not enough for us to really own or enjoy our life, because we are, as you are aware, we all um, tied to something, most of the time, whether it's our work full time or the business we run. But what we try to do and encourage people, there's something that if you really want to own your life, you can do this one, which able you to give you the time. It will hard work in the first time that you try to build in the year. And I remember when I first started, and things happened to me and my team and then my leaders, but I still hang on there because I see something in this professional that the people that success in this business, the people that hang on and endurance, resilient, keep believing in themselves and keep believing in the mission or the vision of this kind of business. So, moving to the future, I am so happy and excited knowing that this business model helped me a lot. It helped me to really look at myself. You know, the up and down is there. The discouraging is there. But I take a really look. This is the best Joey that come to this world. You know, you can tell how big is a man with the problem or the trouble that he can endure in life. But that's why I see this kind of business. It's it's give me it give me the kick in the side when when I felt like I'm gonna give up. It really give me the kick and tell me, are you the man that want to be serve people? Are you the person that you always dream to travel around the world? To help more people. So yeah, the growth is the growth is, and I share that with one of my siblings, and I said to him, look, the money is part of it because we all need the money. Money is like oxygen. We all, nowadays we need money to go shopping, to put food on the table. And if someone said to you, money is root of evil, that's an old program, that we used to grow up with. That's the mindset of people that need to change, because in our society, we need money to pay the bill, money to put food on the table. It's like us oxygen. If we don't have money, we can't breathe. We would be, sleeping outside somewhere. We don't able to pay our mortgage or our rent. So you need those things. You need money to live. In reality, not people said, "Oh, but I can survive without it." Yeah, try to live without it for a week. And you come back and tell us, what, how do you feel about it? So yeah, this opportunity, and the teaching that I do, like you said, you cannot success in this business if you are only look at yourself only. You have to look at other people, especially the people you bring in, that you know bring them to the business, and you try to help them do the same thing. It's the training is a big part of it. It's if you look at all the professional sports star, they Michael Jordan is a one of good example. He was not the tallest guy, he was not the most talent guy, but he hours and hours he put into practice, put into training. And even though Mike, in my understanding, I'm not perfect now. I'm not a perfect presenter. Or I don't know everything about our professional, and I'm learning. I'm a student every single day, but I know that one day we will become the master. We will become the people. Then I remember one of my mentors said to me, and after I have a conversation with him, and I sent him a message, and I said, "Look, you really, really touch me with your help and your support." And he said to me, Joey, just be the guy that one day someone will reach out to you, and you are able to reach down and help that person as I do to you. So, it's my faith really helped me through this journey. You help other people like you want to be helped. You share the love. You support other people. Without asking a return. Anyone want to need help and support, if you can, you reach out, you help. Because I have family members, and people in my community, they have something in life, but they hold it for themselves. But I realize in this business that the more you give, the more you receive, and the joy comes from giving, not only from receiving. So, you know, um, I really enjoyed the journey, Mike. The struggle is there, the facing the no's, the objection, the frustration. But I know I'm not perfect. I'm working. I'm in the work in progress, and for me, progress is perfect. To become perfect, you have to be in progress all the time, in action all the time, and you will face failing, but keep failing forward. Pull yourself up, and just keep going, because the people who end up reap the reward is the people that they stay in the game, you know, believing in themselves, believing in the vision, believing in the leadership and the people they want to help them in their course. And if someone asks me one thing that you can advise about people who are willing to do this, I'll say stay in the course. If you are already in our professional, and because I hear a lot of people, they come and go because they thought it's going to be like employee in mindset, like I'm going to work for a month and I'm going to get paid. Some people, they work for a month, they don't get the reward, they quit. But later on in their life, they look back, they will say, if I hang on, I will get the reward because I persist, and I keep going until I succeed. There's a book that I listened to it. It's called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And one of the quote there really, really encouraged me. I persist until I succeed. And I think that's one of the lessons that I learned in our professional, that you only succeed when you keep on persisting in life. Never ever give up.
I think I've actually got a copy of that book sitting on my bookshelf at home. Actually, I think I bought it
Yeah,
about 30. I think I bought it about 30 years ago. I must get it out and read it again.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So
One quote that I like from that book too, because I want you to go back and read it because I've been listening to it. I start reading it, and I listened to the plane too. I finished 2 audiobook in the plane on the plane because it was 9 hour travel. So one of the quote there is, "Failure will never overtake me because my determination to succeed overtake my, something about overtake failure. Failure. Failure will never overtake me because my determination to succeed are stronger than my failure." And it's
yeah,
very very powerful little book. And I think a lot of people I follow in our professional, they recommend that book, one of the best, with Think and Grow Rich, and other book. But I think most people I follow in our professional, that one of the great book they learn from it is a very in only 2 hours in audio books, and I believe it is only not very long. If you read it, you can read it in.
yeah, it's not a big book, no. Yeah.
Mm. But the philosophy and the author mindset on that book, it's so unbelievable. Just like we listened to Don Fader with his philosophy and his sharing about the network marketing.
And I think that it is a philosophy, and it is a system. It's a proven system,
Mm,
and of course, people can follow a proven system. And on the screen there, Joe, you can see risethriveglobal.com, and of course, I'll just share that website there. Hold on a second, I'll just do it differently. And of course, this is where people can find out more about what we're part of, the community that we're part of, and of course, you can see Linda Proctor here. And if you played this video, and I encourage you to, Linda talks about a video that Bob did, the Opportunity Alive video, and maybe we'll finish with that today, Joey, because I've got a copy of it there. And of course, you
mm,
can download the little black book. But this website just talks a little bit about multiple sources of income, and to learn the secrets that all wealthy individuals have known, the most successful way to earn money is to set up multiple sources of income. And this is really what you've been talking about, Joey. And it's really about what Don Failla is talking about as well. And you've also talked about making the difference. And of course, not just making the difference, but being the difference. Like when you were talking about, the story you were telling of being on the plane and listening to that guy, tell you about his problems with his health and, his joints and that's you just, being the difference, listening instead of just kind of wanting to talk all about yourself. You're listening to what he's going through, and then you're able to offer suggestions of what he can do differently to make a difference in his own life. And that's you making a difference. And of course, we've got this amazing world-class support, and you're part of that world-class support. You were just talking about your team and how you're helping your team and how you're putting in strategies and systems, to help them. And of course, you can become part of this community of like-minded people, like-minded friends, and experience world-class mentoring and support, and know that you're being taught by people that have already achieved success. So no, I'd encourage you to go to that website, risethriveglobal.com, and of course, watch this video down below. Click on the Let's Make Things Happen contact us box, put in your name, your best email, and of course, just put Joey and Mick. How did you find out about us? Joey and Mick. And then get your little black book. And here you can see some of the people in the organization that are helping create and lead in this community. So look, check it out. I would encourage anybody to check it out. What do you reckon, Joe?
absolutely. We learn in our professional and our environment that your environment is one of the biggest impact in your life and your journey. And it's so true. Growing up in the island, my mind was only limited to the geography of my being and where I grew up and the environment I grew up. When I decided to move, with God grace, I got married, migrated to Australia. My mind started to expand and realize there's a better things. There's a more things that I can do. If I still live in the island, I still live like an island boy. Climbing coconut tree every day, and fishing. That's the lifestyle that I'm. Now I realize I can travel all over the world. I can help a lot of people. I can build a business in a different country, and I can take my business with me everywhere I want to go. So instead of limiting my belief, my environment helped me to expand and express, because you and I understand, when we learn about Proctor, there's something in us that we are all interrelated, that we have a spirit. And that spirit is always willing to express and expand in some way, and the people who have that understanding, that's why they went out and build a big business somewhere. They go and travel all over the world. They create something that help a lot of people all over the world. So our environment is very important. That's why we connect ourselves. We like a mobile phone. When our battery is down, we connect ourselves to recharge. And to do that, you and I are connecting to our leader, Leader Proctor, and the community every week, no matter what, no excuse. You and I understand you're a busy man, you're building a business, and you have family. Myself too, I have multiple sources of income too. I work for different organizations and I also have a family. But I know I'm a mobile phone. It's the same thing with me. I need to recharge my wisdom, recharge my spirit, my motivation every single week. By doing that, I have to connect to right people. People they want to lift me up. People they want to see me success. You and me see success. And you know, some week, with our little voice will say, just miss this week. But you and I just keep turning up. We just keep showing up because we know the more we plug in, the better we are. We have more energy, we have more courage, we have more motivation to just keep grinding, because one day we'll look back and say, glad that we didn't give up. And I'm so grateful that I work along with you, Mike. I love to be there in spirit, because we all interrelated in some way. I know you want me to success. I want you to success. I know you want to meet me in person. I want to meet you in person, and it will be happen one day. And I remember what he said to me. You and I will go to the top, and there's no doubt about it. We both go to the top, and whoever are open and willing and coachable and hungry enough, we're going to take those people to the top.
Absolutely, Joe. Listen, I think like you played a blinder this week, to be honest, with what you've been talking about, because it really is. It's about teaching other people, sharing. It's like when I think about what you've talked about, you've talked about helping other people and teaching other people how to succeed for themselves, and it just makes me think about, look, give a man a fish, he can feed himself for a day. Teach him how to fish, he can feed himself and his family, you
Mm,
know
lifetime.
and that's really what you're doing, is that you're teaching people how to do something for themselves. Like you talked earlier on about money, and it's like people have kind of got that phrase wrong a little bit. They say money is the root of all evil, but they leave out the word at the front end. The love of money is the root of all evil. And that's the phrase,
Mm,
the love of money. Like you've talked about money a lot in the past, and money is just a tool to use, not to be used by. You don't want to be used
mm,
by money. You want to use money as a tool to get you the things. So, you know, like and of course, look, if you've got 100 books, yeah, you might be able to feed yourself and your family. But if you've got like 1 million books, you can feed yourself, your family, your extended family, your community, your neighborhood. You can make a difference in other people's lives. you know
mm,
and in fact, somebody that we both follow, Tim Sales, multimillionaire, makes a lot of money. Even though he's not motivated by money, a lot of the money he makes, he gives away to charity.
mm.
Maybe that's something that you want to be able to do. I'm not talking to you, Joe. I'm talking to you, the listener or the viewer. Maybe that's something you want to do. Maybe you want to make a difference in somebody else's life, in somebody's community. Maybe you want to pay off your mum's mortgage or something like that, whatever it is. Maybe you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired and being broke and having more money left at the end or more month left when the money's run out. So, maybe you just don't know what to do. And what Joey's talking about is a proven system that it doesn't matter your level of education. It doesn't matter whether you think you're smart or you think you're dumb. It doesn't matter. Anybody can follow this system, and if you're prepared to learn from your mistakes, because you're not going to get it right the first time round, you're going to get it wrong, and that's why Joey and others, and the people that you saw on that risethrive.global website, they're there to help. When you fall off the wagon, there's someone there to reach out a hand and pick you back up and dust yourself off and say, come on then, let's go again. What did you learn from that experience? Like, failure is just the first attempt in learning. That's what it is, and you're going to fail. We all did. Joey, when you were born and you were a little baby, you didn't just kind of, come out your mum's womb and climb the coconut tree. Do you know what I mean? And I bet when you did climb the coconut tree, you probably fell down it a little bit, probably grazed the insides of your legs and, probably hurt yourself. But you got up and you did it again, and you kept doing it until you could do it. And that's what this is about. It's about following the system, and it's about keeping it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like, one of the mistakes that I made in network marketing is that I thought that I knew it. I thought that I knew it all. I thought I could do this. I could do it better. The truth is, I wasn't even following a system. I took a look at the system and said, right, okay, yeah, that's the system. All right, I'm going to do it this way. What a stupid thing to do. That's not what you want to do. You want to kind of forget some of the stuff that park that to one side and say, hold on a second, I need to be vulnerable here, and I just need to learn. I need to let somebody else guide me, and then just need to follow the steps and do it that way. And I need to feel uncomfortable. I need to, get comfortable feeling uncomfortable, And that's the same in any business, Joey. Even when we started our traditional kind of business, which is very successful, was it uncomfortable in the beginning? Yeah, it was. It was. And then you get good at it, and that's really what you've got to do. So listen, Joey, I think you played a blinder. I think we'll play out with the opportunity a live video. It's a little bit long. It's about 9 minutes long. So stick around to the end. And listen, look, we'll see you next week. We're here at the same time next week. Joey, what's your final thoughts?
Final thought, Mike. Before that, thank you very much for the opportunity. Always a pleasure. Even when I'm in Malaysia or in Australia or in Tonga or maybe one day in Ireland, it's a pleasure and a blessing for me to have the opportunity to spend 1 hour with you every Sunday and talk about it. And it will make my spirit sad when I have one Sunday off because it has to be very important or something happened that I can't get internet access that I won't be able. But final thought, true story. I actually fell from a coconut tree when I was back in the island. I'll tell you the story. That coconut tree was about 20 meter high in our home, and it's like a tapu. We've been told not to climb that coconut tree. Under the coconut tree where it's built, our outdoor shed for our stove, our hanging oven. So as for me, I want to break any tapu that I come across. And, like the Bible story about Eve and Adam, I was the Adam. I went up there, sneaky, look, no one watching. Then I went up, make a big mistake. In the coconut tree, the leaf bark, the leaf on top, always hold on to the greeniest one. The never ever make the mistake I made. I thought I know it all. It's funny we talk about the business of network marketing. I said I'm going to do this in my way. I hold on to the dry leaves, and I thought I'm going to pull myself up. It will no problem. As one hand on the dry leaf. As soon as I try to pull up my other hand, the whole branch come off and myself come off. God is good. He want me to stay longer in this world because maybe I have a mission to tell the world. I fell under the shed, break the whole roof down. I got a big hike for my mom, but the story, I learned a lot. Become a master after that of climbing a coconut tree. Always teach the people that come and follow me, try to learn about coconut tree. I tell them, when you got in the job, never ever get hold to the dry leaf. Always make sure it's on the green leaves, to hold on to it. So, we all learn, Mike, and you share your journey with network marketing. I'm the same.
Joey, do you know what? Do you know what that story reminds me of? It reminds me of what Don Failla was talking about, where he's saying, "Spend your time with the golden boats, not with empty vessels." You were grabbing onto an empty vessel, right? That's what you were doing, man. Tell you, listen, that is amazing. I love that story. I'm going to clip that up.
Thank you so
Right.
much. And like you said, so true. About the money. I learned from Bob Proctor book. You Were Born Rich. Love people and use money. Never ever but make the mistake of love money and use people. And I think in our professional, you and I are learning, want to teach people this is what we do. It's not perfect, but it's a better way to give you time, health, and money for you to able to have the lifestyle that you want. But you have to love people. Never ever make the mistake using people and love money. You love people, but you use money because money is a currency. It's designed for exchange to get the good and the service that you really, really want in life. And to have that, we have a better way. Not perfect, we have a better way. So I'll leave it with that, Mike. Thank you very much for the time.
Listen, I'm excited, Joey. And look, if you're watching live or on the replay and you want to learn more about Joey, there's his Facebook page. Go to him. Don't forget, on June 14th in Queensland. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Joey's just showing off. How amazing is that? But don't forget, go and visit Joey on the 14th in Queensland and find out more about the community that Joey's building. But look, check him out on facebook.com/Joey Unger. And listen, we're going to catch you next week. We're going to play out with the Bob Proctor Opportunity Alive. This is one of the videos that's on the risethrive.global website. But listen, go and check it out for yourself. Don't forget to tell them where you find out about it. And they'll actually connect you back to Joey or myself or both of us. Do you know what I mean? We're looking forward to working with you. We can't do it for you, but look, I think we can teach you. I think we can train you, and you will get all of the training that you need. Whether it be, personal development aspect of it, whether it be the tools and the what to do and the how to do it. You will get all of that. This is important. All you need to do is be like an empty vessel and be willing to take on board that information and put it into place, so that you can become a gold ship. That's it. Right. See you next week.
Can you change everything by changing your mind?
Ahead an hour that could change the way you think about the world. Our guests can help you do that. They are Bob Proctor, who went from high school dropout to best-selling author.
So excited for you to meet our next guest because I believe they can help you completely change your life. Please welcome Bob Proctor.
One of the most sought-after speakers in the world of personal and professional coaching and company training.
Tonight on Nightline.
Recognized as a living master.
You can tell me what you want. I can show you how to get it. Hello there and welcome. What did you think of that last statement? If you can tell me what you want, I can show you how to get it. Do you know, I remember very clearly the first time I heard that. It was around 50 years ago. Earl Nightingale said it. If you can tell me what you want, I can show you how to get it. Now, someone else got me to listen to that. And he said, Bob, your way's not working. Why don't you try his? And I did. And my life changed like night and day. I'll come back to that in a minute. Right above me, you'll see the words, when you tell us what you want, we will show you how to get it. You see, it's the Opportunity Alive team. There's a team of people ready to go to work with you to make things happen in your life. Do you know, we've got a little book here, and it says, working is the very worst way to earn a lot of money. You may have this. And I point out inside how you can actually get anything you want. Most people don't believe that. And I wonder why. It's because of the way we're programmed. You see, when I had someone sit down with me many, many years ago, I was losing. I was going in the wrong track, and I was going fast. I was earning $4,000 a year. I owed $6,000. I had no formal education, no business experience. See, I had no reason in my mind to believe that I could win. But this man told me, his name was Ray Stanford, he said, Bob, most people spend their life thinking of why they can't have what they want. Why don't you begin thinking of how you can? And that's what I want to suggest you do right now. Do you know, I picked up something here a while ago. It was written by Robert Heinlein. He wrote a book, Strangers in a Strange Land. He said, in absence of clearly defined goals, we become strangely loyal to performing daily trivia until ultimately we become enslaved by it. We become strangely loyal to performing daily trivia. What do we mean by that? Well, we just do dumb things. We don't do anything really constructive or to really make it happen. Now, that was more or less the message Ray gave me. And he got me to look at what I was doing. And he got me to understand there is a better way. Think of this for a moment. 3% of the population earn 97% of all the money that's being earned. The economy really doesn't have much to do with it. We can create our own economy. We're God's highest form of creation. It's a matter of utilizing the potential that we've got inside. Well, I'm working with a group of people that want to work with you. I would be on your team. So, you know, in this little booklet, I point out that you could become a millionaire. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a system. It's a system that'll work every time for every person. I remember way back in the 60s, I picked up a book by W. Clement Stone. I believe he was the wealthiest man in America in 1970. He wrote a book, The Success System That Never Fails. He said it'll work for every person, every time. And I thought, I wonder about that. Well, if you've got a system that produces a result, and one person follows the system and they get that result, and then another person follows exactly the same system and they get exactly the same result, you've got a winning system on your hands. And there's a company I'm working with, and I'm working with their people worldwide, and they've got a system. I have installed a system, a support system, where I'm going to work with you, and I'm going to help you win. So if you happen to get one of these little books, everything in it is fact. It's really true. It's going to happen. And if you haven't got one, ask the person that sent you here to give you one. And you'll find out that I'm here. I'm working to help you win, and win in a big way. You see, I wasn't satisfied with winning. This was way back in the 60s. I took my income from $4,000 over $1 million. And I was raised with the idea, if you're going to earn a lot of money, you've got to be really bright. Well, I never thought I was really bright because I had never done very well. And I found out that wasn't true because I was earning a lot of money, and yet I didn't think I was that bright. I have found there's people functionally illiterate that are earning millions of dollars, and I've also found others who are absolutely brilliant and they're broke. Why? We're following the wrong systems. You see, you and I are programmed. We're conditioned to think of why we can't do things rather than how we can. Just start paying attention to the conversations that are going on around you. They're shockingly negative. People spend a lot of time talking about the economy, talking about how bad things are. Well, I'm going to tell you, the Opportunity Alive team that has made this statement that sits above me is ready and willing to show you a system that will blow you away. You see, the real secret to earning a lot of money is to have multiple sources of income. You don't have one source and maybe get a part-time job and maybe have your spouse working. No, wealthy people have many, many sources of income. And that's what I can show you how to do. This is the most moral form of compensation you've ever seen. Now, you're not going to earn $1 million overnight, but I can show you in a couple of months how to be up to a couple of thousand extra income. In 6 months, take it higher than that. And ultimately, if you stay with the system, you can earn millions of dollars. I have earned millions of dollars. In fact, for the past 43 years, I have worked all over the world showing people how to become millionaires. There's thousands of people that'll point to the system that I've shared with them that helped them earn millions, and it'll help you. Do you know, you and I have deep reservoirs of talent and ability within us that we've got the ability to bring to the surface and apply in our life. We can be happier, we can be healthier, and we can be a whole lot wealthier. Do you know, the whole universe operates by laws. In a movie I made, The Secret, I pointed out where Dr. Wernher von Braun said that the natural laws of this universe are so precise that we don't have any difficulty building a spaceship, sending people to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. I have been in the business of helping people for a long, long time. I'm very good at it. No, I'm not much good at anything else, but I don't want to do anything else. There's a person that I work with that knows me that has asked you to come to this site, or they've given you this little black book that I put together. And you can get these, and you can send people here. And we'll build a team for you. But the person that sent you is a person I'm working with. And I want you to go right back to that person and say, listen, if Proctor's for real, if he can do what he says, I'm willing to give it everything I've got. See, you're not giving it a chance. You are giving yourself a chance. Buckminster Fuller pointed out one time, you don't change things by fighting existing reality. To change things, you build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Well, I'm going to show you how to build a new model. That's what my coach or my mentor taught me to do many years ago. And that's what I'm prepared to do for you. You're going to absolutely love it. Now, when you turn this off, don't go and ask someone who knows nothing about what I'm talking about what they think. They'll give you an opinion. They'll give it to you for nothing, and that's about what it'll be worth. I want you to go right back to the person who sent you here and say, what's the next step? And then he'll put you on the system that I put in place that'll show you how to win, and win in a big, big way. This is Bob Proctor, and thank you. Go to that person right now and say, show me the next step.